Oh, hello. You're the, third person this week to buy me a drink. You must either want to get to know me or want me to kill someone. One or the other, I'm up for both. The name's Elyza. No surname, just Elyza. That's all you need to know. Oh, you want to know some more about me? I guess I'll have to answer your questions then. Oh no, how could you? I'm 25. I am obviously a tiefling. The purple skin, the horns, it kinda gives it away. A fact about myself, well, is that I'm good with my hands. For my bow, of course, I'm an archer. I'm what most people refer to as a ranger. I have a little bit of magic, but mostly I use my weapons. I just prefer it that way. Height, you ask? Bit hard to tell when I'm sitting down, but I'm about 5'7", maybe a little bit taller with horns. I don't really keep track of that, honestly. I just know that some people like not quite the tallest of girls, and I fit into that category. I'm more about freedom and looking out for myself than for others. But if you're nice enough to me, and hey, maybe if you pay me enough, maybe I'll look out for you too, watch your back. My party, who I'm traveling with. I'm surprised we haven't seen them by now. Cheese is always running around causing problems. Sorry, Wensleydale. He's our, 5-year-old boy. He's not a 5-year-old boy, he's a mouse who uses glamour to make himself look like a 5-year-old boy. He looks like a very miniature version of our cleric, Cariston, our good follower of the knowing mistress, Ioun. He'll be somewhere, probably chasing after cheese, honestly, it's kind of what he does. Our other members, of course, there's me, and then there is our lovely dragonborn friend, Nalia, and then there's Cornelia, our fire genasi. Although I'm not quite sure what one of those are. She just looks like a sunburnt elf to me, and to many other people, so we call her that. You really seem interested in my party. Are you planning to betray us? Try sell us on to someone, because I won't let that happen. But if not, I'm always up for talking about them. It's always so much fun to talk to someone else when I'm stuck on the road with them for months at a time. Oh, don't get me wrong, I like them, but it can be a bit exhausting. Like I said, I'm the oldest. I'm basically their babysitter. Who in the party do I trust the most? That's an interesting question, especially with my life. That's probably trust cheese the least, but that's because it's cheese, and you don't want to know what he does. I say Cariston. Maybe Cornelia. Nalia's always got my back. Anyone but cheese, I'll be honest. He's just a little menace. I watch his back and he'll watch mine, but I don't have that much trust in him. My favourite magical item? Are you using detect magic? Is that how you know they're magical? I don't have hardly any of the magical items of our party. We've got a drift globe, a pearl of power, all sorts. Nalia mostly keeps them, so does Cariston in his bag of holding. My only magical item that I have is my wonderful quiver at my side here, which I'll let you have a closer look at later if you would like. I'm teasing, unless you want to. But what else? You look like you have more to ask. How I feel about keeping secrets from my party? Well, I was doing well at this. I was doing incredibly well of keeping a secret from them. And then that troublesome man, Marin, had to have his all-knowing eyes, or whatever they are, and had to give away my secrets. My real name. Which you'll not get to know. Not unless you buy me a lot more drinks. And even then, I might have to kill you if I tell you. Do I care more about myself or my party? Obviously you can tell, and it's my deepest weakness just now, that I am soft on them. I do care for them. But it's a hard one to answer now. If you'd asked me before I'd met them, I would say myself, always. My personal freedom means more to me than you'll ever know. And that's without telling you too much about myself. But now I know them, and it's complicated. I definitely would give up a lot for them. I'd put them before myself in many regards, in many ways. There's only one situation I can think of where I wouldn't. But I don't want to tell you that. We've just met after all. My opinion on killing people. I offered to kill someone for you when you walked in. Is that not an answer enough for you? Oh, no? Well, I don't mind it. What needs to be done will be done. For the longest of times, I was a con woman in Pike. Stealing from people, conning everyone out of their money, doing what I could do to live my best life. And then I ended up joining a mercenary company where all I did was kill people. You know, you have to kill people every so often. People are bad. What gives me the right to know that? Well, it's my own personal judgment. You have to kind of live with that if you're going to be around me. Sorry about that. My biggest pet peeve. Can I just say cheese? Cheese in general would definitely be a pet peeve. Oh, I'm kidding, of course. He's a little scoundrel, but he's not too bad. My biggest pet peeve, though? I think it's probably people who don't listen, who pry into a business that isn't their own. I hate people who won't stay out of my business, stay out of my way. Of course, I let certain people be in my way all they want. You could be one of them, but like I said, time will tell. Although I wouldn't get too attached. We're only in town for the next few days, probably. If I had to change my skill set, what would it be? Multi-class, as people like to say. Well, as I said before, I am known to you probably as a ranger. But I've thought about being more stealthy, taking on more roguish attributes. I think I would have if I hadn't joined on this path of being with these idiots here. It doesn't really make sense now. I think I'm just sticking to what I'm good at. No point learning any new skills now at my age. I can do what I do well. Why would I change that? Am I a leader or a follower? You're not trying to recruit me for some creepy cult, are you? We've seen enough of those and I'm not about them. Unless there's a certain other tiefling in there, but we won't get into her just now. I'm what you need me to be. I'm more of a follower than a leader myself. But I could do both. It just depends what you need me for. I can fill either role, if you know what I mean. Do I consider myself a hero? In many regards, yes, but in many, no. I just do what I'm doing at the time, what feels right. I don't have some higher calling, some god or deity or some higher being calling for my attention or my obedience. I do what I do to keep myself safe and those who I care about. If I end up killing some bad guys along the way, stopping the end of the world, then so be it, but it's not intentional. I would never go out of my way to find someone and, stop them. My favourite colour? What a strange question to ask me so far into this. Are you doing some sort of speed dating thing now? Is that what this is? Either way, I think red is my favourite colour. No, it's not just because of the hair. It's because of when I'm in my more formal attire, we'll say, with my leather armour and such on. I have my red cloak around my shoulders, and it's just a good colour. I feel it complements me. And, any colour that draws the eye is good. From certain people, of course. I want to stay hidden from some people as much as possible. But you, I'll make the exception for. You've got to be kidding. Who I'm currently crushing on? Are we children? Are we 5 years old right now? And are you really going to ask me that while buying me drinks and giving me those flirtatious eyes? Well, whatever floats your boat. I'm definitely not against being with more than 2 people at once, so I guess I'll have to answer. Honestly, there's a lot of people. I see a woman and I want to pursue her. What can I say? That's who I am. I guess there are some in my party, you ask. Cornelia is nice to look at. In all her snobbiness and stuck-upness, she has something under there that's enticing. However, she seems to already be taken with her lovely gnomish friend. That's probably who she's with just now, actually. That's probably where she is. Hopefully staying out of trouble. Arcadia does keep her out of trouble, mostly. Until they blow something up together. It's a long story. And others? Well, no one else in my party, of course. Cheese is literally a child and a mouse, not my thing. And Cariston, well, he's a man. Sorry, but I only go for woman. And Nalia, you ask? Not really my type. Too naive, oblivious. I flirted with her 1,000,000 times and she answers my innuendos with actual answers. I did meet a wonderful half-elf, though. Half-elfin woman. Elyza, her name was. She had the most beautiful voice. Really good with her hands, too. She's a bard, you see, for playing instruments. What did you think I was talking about? And then I guess that brings us to our, final contender. There's a tiefling, red skin, beautiful, her name is Trizzy. She's a few years older than me, worked as a professor at the academy I was, stationed at to protect these, idiots over here. And she's something else, on another level. But we're from two different worlds. She's a nobility when it comes down to it, and I'm, well, me. Not much to look at there, but I do enjoy my conversations with her. It's been a while since I've seen her. I hope we get to see her again, honestly. But that's enough about me. What about you? Why don't you tell me about yourself, huh?